As we get into winter, we talk about different types of winter precipitation. Of course, everybody's familiar with snow, but there is some confusion between sleet and freezing rain. And while they form in very similar ways, they actually can have a big impact on the weather. Let's start off with sleet. It starts out as snow up in the upper parts of the atmosphere. And as it falls through a warm layer in the atmosphere, that snow actually melts and turns back over into rain. Now, as it melts and turns over to rain and runs to another layer of cold air, if it's thick enough, it'll refreeze into little balls of ice that we call sleet, and it'll bounce off the ground. Freezing rain starts off as snow as well, and it falls through a warm layer, so that snow once again melts. But here, the cold layer is much more shallow, so there's not enough time for that rain to totally freeze into little balls of ice like sleet. It actually refreezes on contact with surfaces and causes slick spots on roadways, bridges, overpasses, decks, and porches. So while sleet and freezing rain form in a very similar way, sleet's certainly not nearly as dangerous as freezing rain that could form on trees and power lines and those bridges and decks and cause big problems in Hampton roads.